Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are currently in a 2023 Mazda CX-5. This is just the base S model. So it's got the 2.5 liter non-turbo engine. All-wheel drive is standard, of course, on all of the 2023 CX-5s. We are going to do a fuel economy test on this beautiful car tonight. And according to the EPA ratings, we should be looking to see 30 miles per gallon on the highway. I just filled it up at my favorite gas station, which also happens to be the closest one to my house. And let's see, we have gone 6.8 miles. The car thinks it's averaging 27.9 miles per gallon so far. That number will probably tick up a little bit because that includes getting up to speed on the highway. So we'll cruise down. We'll probably cover a little over 100 miles tonight and go back to the same gas station, fill it back up. It's a relatively straight and relatively level route that we do, so hills don't really come into it, and I have my radar cruise control set to 70 miles an hour, so we will be trying to maintain that speed or as close to it as we can. Traffic has been cooperative so far, so I will continue on through the night and be back with an update right now. All right, so we have covered 35 miles. The car thinks it's averaging 32.7 miles per gallon, which is good if true. It's a couple miles per gallon higher than the 30 mile per gallon EPA rating. I really like this car so far. It's a really nice car to drive. I think it's great value for money as far as the equipment you get, even on a base model like this one is. The one criticism that I have, and this is why the mile per gallon rating is relatively low compared to the rest of the cars in the class, is that it's only got a 6-speed automatic transmission. Most newer modern cars are going to have 8 speeds. They're going to have CVTs. They're going to have 10 speeds. I drove a Bronco Sport earlier with a 10-speed. I actually don't remember. I did this fuel economy test on a Bronco Sport. I don't remember what it got off the top of my head. But the car that I'm comparing this the most to in my mind is I did a similar test in a 2022 Subaru Forester. Forester has the same size engine, basically the same horsepower rating, both all-wheel drive, both in the same class, very similar size. Forester's rated 33 miles per gallon on the highway, but it only got 32.3 miles per gallon real world in the test. So in my mind, that's kind of the bogey for this car. If it can get, you know, kind of in that range where it beats its EPA rating and is in the same range that Forester was, that would be good for this car. The Forester kind of failed to meet its EPA rating. But when the 6-speed automatic makes the difference, as you'll notice, I'm at 2,500 RPMs with my cruise control set at 70 miles per hour. And that's the thing. If it had an 8-speed automatic, you might get that down to 2,200, 2,100, and that would probably pick up 1 or 2 miles a gallon just right there. I don't remember what RPM the Forester was at off the top of my head, but maybe in the edit I'll slip some old footage in there to show you. So anyway, let's see. Right now it thinks it's doing 32.3, and I will continue on a little bit further down, turn around and head back up, and I'll have an update for you again very soon. All right, so I am almost at my turnaround point. I've hit a little bit of traffic, and I'll have to get off of the freeway and accelerate back onto it, so that will hurt the average mile per gallon a little bit. Right now, the car thinks it's getting 32.8, so a couple miles of traffic and then getting back on the freeway, and then we'll see what it thinks it's doing after that. All right, so we got through the traffic. That wasn't a big deal. That was, I don't know, maybe half a mile, 3/4 of a mile. Not too bad. We're back up to speed, headed back home, and only dropped down to 32.4, so a little bit of a hit there, but nothing too major. So we will continue on from what I saw on my way down here and what I can see on the map on my Apple CarPlay. Looks like traffic should be smooth on the way home, barring any unforeseen circumstances. So we will continue on through the night, probably have one more update for you, and then we'll hit the gas station. All right, so we are wrapping it up. We've covered just over 103 miles. I don't know, got another 10 or 12 miles to go to get back to the gas station. We've got our average back up to 32.8 miles per gallon. So hopefully, at any rate, we will have beat the EPA rating this evening on the CX-5. Not too much else to say. Drive back has been real smooth. Haven't hit any traffic or anything. So knock on wood, that keeps going for a little longer. Let's go fill it up and do some math. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back. It thinks it averaged 32.7 miles per gallon. By the end of it, we went 116 miles, and it took 3.453 gallons. So 116 divided by 3.453 equals, 33.59 miles per gallon. So, wow, that's crazy. It did about 9/10 of a gallon better than it thinks that it did, and it was 3.59 miles per gallon more than what the EPA says. So the Mazda pulled through, even with the 6-speed automatic, beat the Subaru. Wow, it beat the Forester by over a mile per gallon. That's crazy. Well, anyway, that's the numbers. 116 miles, 3.453 gallons. I did do that correctly, didn't I? 116 divided by 3.453 equals, 33.59. Well, there you go. Very happy with the fuel economy on the Mazda CX-5. And now I'm going to go home and go to sleep. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and have a great night. Bye-bye.